side. Don't take the fan down, please. Please don't take the fan down. All right, let's.
You go home with a broken arm. Like, what did they do to you? I didn't see one.
Clasp your hands behind your back and stretch them back. This will open up your chest, your ribs, your lungs. You'll get a nice stretch down your whatever the center bone is. I forget what it's called. No,
we know what you mean. Don't worry.
You know what? Okay, there
We're
we
not
go.
going to grade you.
My college professor, Dr. Buchanan, has like all of these insane terminologies, and I'm just like, I don't know what they mean, but okay.
Just say front and back.
Yeah, well, no, but that's good enough.
Right hand up to the side. Oh, I've got a sticker on my leg. And inhale. And exhale. Come join the fun.
Don't sit by Frank, he's throwing things.
Yeah.
All right, let's do our heads now.
Okay, now make sure I get this right. We're going back or forward?
We're gonna go forward first, but Mary, would you like us to wait until you get settled this way you can join us for all four, and not just three and feel uneven? All right.
Better catch your breath.
Inhale. Okay. You're gonna clasp your hands, gently push your head down, and you're gonna hold it there for about 10 seconds. Feel the stretch down your back. And after 10 seconds, you can release your hands and gently guide your head back to neutral. And neutral is that balance point where your lobe is right over your shoulders, is right over everything else. And then lock your jaw, lock your knees, and look back. And feel this. Wow, this is hard to talk.
Oh, yeah. A good stretch here.
Mm-hmm. What Michelle said. And guide your head back to neutral. Very good. All right. Now, take your left arm, or right, I don't care, and pull your head to the side. Bring your right arm way down, try to touch your knee, and you'll feel an even greater stretch in your neck. And guide your head back to neutral. There. And now you'll feel very uneven, so let's even it up. Karen, you're more than welcome to do these too, you know.
Thank you.
I know it's so much work to just sit there and play.
On a weekly basis. So I have somebody who does that for me.
And back to neutral.
I know a guy.
And a girl sometimes.
All right. Very good. I love the way all y'all are standing. That's great. Okay. I lied. We're gonna start at B flat. All right. We're gonna start with lip trills, and you can, if that's easier. So, 1, 2, 3.
Mary wins. These two could not hold it together without laughing. She never even cracked a smile. You were like into it. And these two, if you could have seen what was going on behind you, as she's doing, she's going like this. So try not to, like, she's holding her face down, cracking up in the same. No, not it. She couldn't, like, it was tickling, I guess.
It tickles your nose.
She's trying
And
to,
it clears your sinuses.
Oh, yeah, it does.
And then you started laughing, and I'm like trying to keep a straight face, and it's not working.
No, it works. And that I always laugh because it feels so weird. You know?
Yeah, it does. It does. And Mary was like, she was in it.
I want to keep going up until we have at least the F sharp for the sopranos. So Mary, if it gets too high, jump down the octave. I think you have that. If not, then jump down the octave. Sound good? Great.
We'll see.
Okay. Let's start from G because that's a really nice one to play. 1, 2, 3. Last one.
See, I could hold it to the left.
And at that point, sopranos, alto especially, but sopranos and tenor and bass, that's where you start feeling, especially the appoggiatura, where you're singing through here and not necessarily through here. Yeah, let's do. So that's E, E, A. No. E, O, A, A, U. Yeah, exactly. You guys are better than I am. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Last one. Yeah, exactly. Yonsei. I'm sorry? Yeah, exactly. Then we'll like make some harmonies. All right, let's Yonsei. So just the as light and as breathy and as airy as you possibly can. 1, 2, 3. That actually sounded a lot. Normally, you're supposed to do it before and after. All the other times I've forgotten to do it after. This time I forgot to do it before, but overall that sounded better than it normally does before. So I'm gonna take that as a good thing.
We're getting better at practicing.
Yeah. Well, the better you practice, the better you. Well, that's a lie. You get better at performing by performing, but you have to practice to
Well,
perform.
they have performing
Yeah.
down pat.
Um,
Going backwards.
7 or 7:15.
Well, I think the only other person is Johnny, who would be coming.
And he normally gets here at like between 7:15 and 7:30.
Yeah, it's only 7.
Is he
Yeah.
alright? Because he left here that day. Was he okay?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
here Sunday.
Yeah, I
He was
was
okay.
just concerned about him.
Yeah. Okay, I want to try another breathing thing, and I want to do it both standing and sitting, if that's okay. Just for a couple
Sure.
minutes, and then well, I'm looking at you for time because I don't.
You've got plenty of
Okay.
time.
Okay, so I want you guys to try it standing and sitting because I want you guys to feel that difference between how it is to breathe standing and how it is to breathe sitting. So this is going to feel very weird, but it might look kind of weird, but just bear with me. A lot of things that we do as singers look weird. So. Does everybody kind of get that rhythm? Okay, so what this does is you have to have your core engaged to stop the breaths on time. So, and normally, every time we do it, we get faster. So, I wasn't expecting you guys to do it. That was
You're
great.
doing it from your core.
It's all from your, so if you look at, I'll show that later. If you look at,
You can see it moving.
yeah, you can look at where the knot on my shirt is. Yeah. That's all from there. Because as we talked about at some point, I forget when, you breathe from 4 different areas, right? Your ribs swing down and out to compensate for your lungs. Your abdominal dome then goes down because your lungs are going down. What you're seeing right here is my abdominal wall, which is essentially going like this. So it's that's so weird to do. Anyway, so that's all my abdominal wall. And then my pelvic floor is, of course, providing that bounce, which is why our hips, knees, and shoulders should be aligned, because that pelvic floor is going to really provide that support for what the abdomen is doing. If anybody on YouTube is watching this and that's wrong, they can
We don't care. We're
go
doing
away.
it right.
They can call me.
Go call Karen. Okay,
I'm the
so
muscle of this group.
well, we're not going to go that fast.
Okay.
So just to start. Very good. And now here's your tempo. Ready, go. Very good. Now you're good. I didn't provide anything except this. When you're breathing, when in between those phrases, when you're breathing, try to release and then re-engage. So instead of being engaged the whole time for the entire thing, this is where my voice teacher would like literally have my hand on her belly and show me what it feels like. But I'm sorry, y'all aren't gonna do that. Where you're literally engaged, as in like your abs are essentially flexing, and then between the phrasing, very quickly release and then re-engage.
I'll just give an example. What do you mean, like? Wait, I can't.
So
Breathe.
don't move this.
All right, just
Breathe when you.
So not between the chs, between the phrase. So this is a phrase, right?
Okay.
That's one phrase.
Oh, okay.
So there.
So I'm thinking between each.
No, don't do that. Normally you disengage and you re-engage when you're taking a breath, and I've noticed that most of you are taking a breath in between,
Okay.
which is why I was saying between each phrase, because that's easier to remember.
All right, good.
So just give it a shot. If it doesn't work, then don't listen to me. Try this tempo. Yeah, and what that does is it creates more room for air to re-inflate your lungs. Because of the disengagement, everything is loose, and then it allows the lungs to refill and everything restarts. Try it now. This is as fast as we'll go, I promise. Ready? Yeah, and if you'll notice, at that point, the quicker, like that one enda, gets so fast that it's kind of difficult to differentiate where the middle breath is. So if you can't stop fully, then emphasize the 2 points. So as opposed to going if it's too difficult to stop in between totally.
Okay.
Now I'm getting way too technical. Okay.
It's a good start.
No, you guys are doing great. Now, can everybody sit down and do it? I want you guys to specifically feel what your difference is between standing and sitting, because it's going to feel different for everybody, but the mechanisms are going to be exactly the same. So at this point, you can forget about your knees and your ankles because they aren't there anymore, but you have your hips, your pelvic floor, your shoulders, and your lobes, which should still be aligned. So at this tempo, 1, 2, ready? Off, 1, 2, 3. Off, 1, 2, 3. And Karen's gonna get her maracas out. But did you guys feel the difference in the breathing and how for me personally, it's easier for me to do it standing because I have that extra support. Yeah,
There's a difference.
there is a difference. So,
So we gotta stand every time we sing now?
well, I'm not going to require it. If you guys want to,
Rehearsal. We usually
yeah,
do on Sunday.
yeah. On Sundays we definitely do. But a rehearsal, my we had ensemble requirements in college, as music majors do, and I had 2 ensembles back to back, and they were both choir. So it was legitimately 4 hours of just singing, and they did not let you sit. So you were standing for 4 hours like this, singing, and it was very difficult, but let me tell you.
Exhausting, I would imagine.
Exhausting, but it builds up your stamina, because if you think about it, when you have an opera or if you're in a performance, like, you don't get to sit down anyway.
Hey, they just had on the news, Bruce did a 4-hour concert, no break, and he's like 60-something, so.
68,
Is he 68?
All right, so all y'all stand up now.
Yeah. I said Bruce, not them. They get paid millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Okay.
For me to stand and sing for 4 hours too.
Okay. Yeah, so that's your breathing for this week. Anyway, I was gonna. Okay, volume. We can work on volume. How to work on volume. Oh, this is a fun one. When I was auditioning for undergrad, my accompanist who recorded for my backing tracks, his name was Ruslan. He goes, "You're not loud enough. You have to be louder." And I was like, "Oh." So this is what we're gonna do. I don't care if you're at the rail or not. You're probably just gonna stand there. But Jesus is over there, right? He can, for this purpose of the exercise, he is very far away, and you need to yell to get his attention. That is not theologically correct. I don't care. For this exercise, he's all the way over there, right? Hey! Hey! Just as loud as you can, just one by one. I want to hear each of you guys do a hey, just to see how it goes. You can stand, you can sit, I don't care what you do. You want to go down the line, or the dibs for who's going first? Okay. Hey! Okay. Hey!
Hey!
There you go.
Wow.
There you go. There you go. That was great. All right, y'all are actually way louder than I thought you'd be.
I know.
All right,
Past that part.
you passed that part. Well, you can still be louder though. So we're gonna do it again.
Waiting years to scream in church.
It's bottled up. Oh,
Right.
boy.
He's like,
Yell at Father. No. Okay, now we're gonna take everything that we learned with our breathing and we're gonna add exactly that. So, instead of going hey and projecting with your throat, stay totally aligned. And that's gonna aid in your projection, because by going like this, you're automatically taking out every projectile, whatever, that's in your throat and larynx. That's gonna help you get that out. Your body is made as like a literal megaphone in a sense, because this area is the most resonant part of your body, hence why we talk. So if this isn't as resonant as it could be, that will not be as loud as it can be.
So can I just, this is stupid, it's coming from the gut, right?
The air pressure is coming from the gut,
Okay.
but the sound is coming from here.
From here.
So it's like, so okay, you know how like an air horn, you have the compressed air,
Yeah.
and you have the horn up top? If it's just compressed air, then it's what, WD-40 or something?
Yeah.
Like, it's not gonna, maybe it's not compressed air, I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, if it's just compressed air, it's not gonna make a sound. So it doesn't matter how strong this is, if the megaphone up top for the air horn isn't shaped well, it's not gonna be as loud as it can be.
Okay.
Which is the same thing for us. If this is our condensed air, if this is what's providing the air pressure, then if this is out of alignment, if this isn't as resonant or as shaped as it should be, then it's not going to be as loud out here as it
Or
can
like
be.
a cramped megaphone. Like if the megaphone's
Yeah.
kind of like
Okay,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. So with that in mind, now
Stand.
you can stand. I don't care what you do. Take a nice deep singer's breath. Feel your lungs expand. Feel your abdomen expand. And one by one, do it one more time. Just go, hey! Hey! Hey!
Hey!
Yeah. Did you hear the difference?
Yeah.
Because y'all were loud at first, but that was even louder.
That's it, really?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
I swear it was.
Okay.
Do it again.
Too late.
No.
This is
No.
great, 'cause this is
Be
not
louder.
exercise.
Because these ones up here, these microphones, they are live, but because we have to talk in between
Yeah.
stuff, like if Karen and I have to communicate, or if somebody's phone accidentally goes off, or if anything happens, these can't be too live because otherwise they hear us down there. Yeah, so we have to compensate, but it is what
But
it
the
is.
church itself has such good acoustics.
Yeah, I've recorded in here, it's great.
If we're projecting and loud enough as a group, then I know what happens. choir feels unsure about a piece, you don't want to sing
Loud.
loud,
Mhm.
but if you sing loud, even if it might not be, it doesn't sound like you're wrong because you sound confident.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know?
Okay.
Another thing is you don't hear yourself the way that we hear you.
Right.
So, really, if you go like this, hey! That's, yeah,
Oh my God.
that's really about how loud you are to them down. Normally we say go like this because it just picks up what's back there.
That's what
But
Al used to do. Was that what Al was doing?
Yeah.
He used to go like this. I thought he had something was wrong with his ears, but it was to see how he sounded.
yeah,
Oh my
so
God,
if you're looking to see how you sound to the people next to you, keep your ears open, keep your hands open. If you're looking to see how you sound to them down there, lightly cover your ears. Yeah.
Okay.
Now lightly cover your ears, and with that same singer's breath, just hey, hey, hey. Yeah, that's how you guys sound to them down there. Do you see how softer that is? Okay, so that's the kind of engagement that your voice needs, right? So that's the kind of engagement that your voice needs. Obviously, it can't just be one big. Otherwise, you're gonna have no stamina, and you're not gonna be able to.
Because they all passed out.
Exactly. So what you do then is that's as loud as you can be. The ha! Now you take that, add pitch of some kind. That's a bad pitch to add. Okay, I'm a soprano. I'm going to use B. I'll give you all different pitches if you want. With that same engagement, now all I'm doing is controlling how my abdomen closes. I can keep going, but I proved my point.
Wow. That's
Exactly.
a long time.
Well, it's not even the longest. I just got bored. So, okay, and granted, okay, yes, I understand. I go to school for music. Got it. That's why I'm teaching. You guys can do it too. I promise.
Well, we're glad you're teaching.
And as you get these techniques built up, the more stamina you'll create, the easier it'll become, the more second nature it'll be. So now, as opposed to just going, hey, the really quick short blast, try to control that abdomen and see how long you can hold that hey or ah or whatever it is. Do you want to each take a pitch and just see? Actually, do you want to do a chord and see how long we can hold the chord for?
Oh God, I won't be long. That's my problem. I don't have.
And that's okay. That's the beauty of the choir.
I'm all right.
Because we're one big lung, but like each of our different lungs are different size. I found out over the summer that my lungs are actually crap, so I can't hold as long as I should be able to. So
Really?
yeah, I had COVID and it really messed up my lungs. So, which is great, but it is what it is. But I can still sing and I can still do that. So like, it is what it is. We make do with what we have. I know Emily said she had wretched lungs too. So lung capacity, lung size doesn't matter. The more that you're singing, the more that stamina is going to be built up anyway. I don't know if you've heard the term high ceiling, low floor, or whatever that terminology is, where like you're born with this capacity, but right now you currently have this capacity because it's not been practiced or something. Normally it's used with sports, but the analogy can work with music too. So like your capacity is this, if you want like an exaggerate, okay, your capacity is this, but right now this is what you're able to do, and that's totally great. But your capacity is this, so let's work towards this.
Okay. Yeah.
There's your motivational talk for the night. All right, Mary. The other thing is, sorry, just really quickly, so that you know, like, and are aware of the mechanics. The higher the note, the less room your vocal folds have to get the air out. The easier it is to sustain at that dynamic for a long period of time. So lower songs, lower music, you're obviously going to need more air because your vocal folds are all the way out here, which requires more air to begin with. Anyway, Mary, how does that note sound? Is that too high?
We're not going to do the chord.
Okay, we could do chord, I don't know.
Let's start.
Okay, Frank, can you hit that note?
Let me see how, let me follow someone.
Okay. And let's just do one at a time then, that's fine.
What are we doing?
She's just gonna, I want them each to feel how their projection is and see how long each of them,
So you like sing hey or
just sing, hey, I don't really
I
care.
think that note's a little too high.
Okay. Exactly.
Well done.
Exactly.
That is long.
And that's
Emily then. Well
and,
done.
and that's at your loudest, and that's not even at your highest. It's high for you, but that's not. Yeah, exactly. So you can even go longer than that if it's not that loud. But at least now you know how that feels, and you can feel how your abdomen. Again, Dr. Buchanan, great teacher, very knowledgeable. She says your abdomen should feel like it's fighting itself. It should feel like you're pushing out against it as it's collapsing in, because that's what's going to control the airflow. And that's how you're going to get the most. All right, Michelle, you ready?
All right, wait.
Okay.
I gotta get myself centered. I have to get my.
She's doing all her warm-ups now.
Oh wait, that's too. I gotta go up.
Up, okay.
Good.
There you go.
That was low though. I felt like I was lower than I normal. Not that it matters.
So yeah, you were the note that I started you on actually.
Yeah. Was that?
Yeah, that was the notes. This was the note that I originally played, and then I played this, but you sang that. But that's okay. Okay, Frank. I really don't know what to do with basses. How does this one sound?
Ready?
Ready?
Johnny
Wow.
Okay, but also.
He's been holding out on everybody.
Frank, anything? No. You have to teach us now.
He's been holding out on us.
Teach you guys. Yeah.
But also, it makes sense because your chest is a lot broader than the rest of ours. So it makes sense that your lung capacity is going to be bigger, right? So normally, men don't need to take as many breaths as women do for that reason. So, just a fun
So, but if say, because I always, Emily told me I had small lungs, so I have to take more breaths.
Mhm.
But if I kept practicing what we just did, is it, will I build up and?
It'll be a process, but yes, you can. It's like I said, high ceiling, low floor.
Yeah.
So if your capacity is this, but right now you're doing this, great. This is where you're at. Let's work with that and let's expand it.
Okay.
So if you keep doing that, another thing to do, really, and then we'll start doing like singing stuff. But like, what's the one that we're doing in here?
Is that the?
Forward love is there God? Is that the one?
36, yes. So like, another thing that you can do is, if you look here at Forward Love is There Is God, for no reason other than that was just the book that I grabbed. I thought I grabbed the 10.5, but that's okay. You'll see, for the most part, we're split into two measure phrases, where the men have two measures and the women have two measures.
Which one you doing?
You're doing
This is
12.
page 36 in the 12 book, yeah. I'm just using it as an example. We're not going to sing through it right now. But, so you're only singing for two measures, right? But if you want to expand that, so your phrasing is always just, for where love is, there is God. And that's all your phrasings ever have to be. If you want to expand that phrasing is, oh, we're in flats, gross, okay. Try singing that whole phrase without a breath. Come as strangers to the altar, for where love is, there is God. Yeah, that's another thing that you can do, is you can combine your phrases. You can try going two phrases instead of one without a breath. Actually, a good place for that is... Okay, so on page 37, I'm sorry, I'm not doing the bass part, but for the purpose that it's serving, this is fine. So normally, the choir just naturally breathes after together.
Yeah.
If you want to challenge yourself, I won't say do it in the choir, because then you've got some breaths that aren't breathing and some breaths that are, but some singers that aren't breathing, some singers that are. But if you want to challenge yourself, like in my choir at school, breathing after together would disown you. So, like, that's just, you do not breathe after together. If it's obvious, don't do it at school. Obviously, here's another story, because we're not, like, training to be professionals. But as an exercise, you can do that. You can go song and scripture wedded together, bound by faith in a sacred word. I was a little sharp. Okay, anyway, whatever the case is. So not breathing after together, and then slowing that tempo down even.
Yeah.
So I did a little bit on the faster side. So song and scripture wedded together, bound by faith in a sacred word.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's,
I would love to be able to do that.
but you can work up to that, and you can work up to that with all different ways.
That's my homework.
Yes, homework, breathing,
She'll
phrasing.
be in the car going, hey,
Keep
the windows closed.
And
my
that's-
neighbors, I can't sing out.
Don't do it in the food pantry, Mary. People will be walking in, going, hey.
An easy one to
Don't go there,
do.
she yells at you.
And it's our kindred spirit. You heard that voice too?
Where is it coming from?
No, but an easy exercise to do to help with that is actually the see how many of those you can do in a row. See how fast you can get them. See how short you can get them. Because that's also, which is why I said to relax and then to engage again, because that's all having to do with the abdominal wall. Because breathing isn't, you don't really, your lungs are just where the air is held. You really breathe mostly with your abdominal wall.
Really?
Mostly, because this is what controls it. Your lungs just do what they're supposed to do. Your abs tell your lungs what to do, really. Anyway, while we're all here, we might as well
Sing it.
run through stuff because we're at like 7:20.
Right, so we'll wait a little bit. I think
Okay,
Julie
we'll still
is
wait for
our
her.
cantor on Sunday, so we won't do the psalm or the acclamation until
John gets
later in the night, just in case he does come.
Yeah, and the desk can't too.
We're not.
we're
It's all going to be innocent for this.
For
At
this
least for the
one?
first week.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe the desk camp for the psalm, but
Oh, desk camp for Psalm
the
definitely.
desk camp for the
Yeah.
psalm will go through.
Oh, I thought you meant for Hallelujah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They don't know
No, you're
about
good,
the
you're good.
festival Alleluia.
Oh.
We're doing a new Alleluia starting this weekend. It's one that Angela had sang all through the spring. It's going to be familiar to you, and so
I
that-
sing it every Monday night too, so it's
Yeah.
all on YouTube if
So-
you need to listen to it.
But we're going to do it instead of having the one person be the cantor for it. We thought maybe it would be nice if the choir sang it unison.
At least, yeah, at
The
least for the
verse,
first one or so.
The acclamation, because it is a little bit different, but the reason that also we'd like to do it that way is the verses are broken up where like let's say the higher voices start.
Yeah, it's like
and
a
the lower
round.
voices come in second. We won't do that right now, but we'd like to do that because it's kind of a little bit of a harmony. And, you know,
It's
I think
something
it's
different.
easier learning a harder thing if you're with a whole group of people.
Yeah.
That's true.
And also, before you can learn the harder thing, you have to have your melody down.
You have to
pat.
have
Okay.
So that would
Down,
help.
pat.
And it's gonna be on this.
Yes, this is all.
Yeah, we're gonna record it all tonight. Yeah.
Alrighty.
I keep looking down and thinking, oh, I look so gangster with my hat on. I look gangster with my hat on.
Cute.
And I'll try to help you with the lower part.
Okay.
I'll do my best.
Okay. If you, Frank, I will 100,000. Sorry, go
I
ahead.
can't sing that low, so I might sing it
Me
over you.
Okay. Frank, if you're looking up, I'll give you every single entrance that you have. If you're not looking up, I'll still give you every single entrance that you have. You just won't know about it.
It's still there if you ever look up.
Ladies, the same does go for you.
Then you might not. You may come in right, you might not. But we'll blame it on Angela either way.
Yeah.
Well, it's the conductor's fault. I should be okay. More laps for you. I'll know that.
Yeah, more or less. All right, let's see how we do. Now we start. Come as strangers to the altar.
For where love is, there is God.
Come you, oh you, we who falter.
For where love is, there is God. Song and scripture wedded together, bound by faith in sacred word. Okay.
During mass, I'm gonna sing it. And I'm gonna put your last name. I'm gonna put your last name so they all know.
She's gonna start singing your address.
I have a whole thing made up for every person in the park.
Okay. Really quickly, y'all's support sounded great. Your support also sounded great. If you hold your, I know if you want to lean, you can totally lean, but just so that you are aware, if it's the day of and you are sitting, try to keep yourself centered because that'll also help in. I don't care if you're doing it right now or not, but I'm just letting you know, like for the day of, if you sing center, it'll help you project even more.
You have to
Anyway.
sing in order to project.
That was good, Karen.
I'm just throwing that out there.
Like you're hiding your eyes.
Literally, I'm like,
Man, where is he?
Frank was thinking, and he was
he was
thinking
sitting
this
there
song.
looking at me, and he's like,
Yeah,
I guess I'll sing, sure. All right, we're starting over.
Just start over. Can we stop for just 2 seconds? If, worst case, Frank is the only one who shows up on Sunday,
I've done the.
you've done both parts? Okay,
Yeah.
so then why don't you,
For now.
for now, sing with him, this way there's at least two voices on each part. What?
I said clearly they don't like how I'm doing it.
You got fired.
You're the one who didn't sing. And I'm the one who gets done.
Listen, I'm just saying, because you're singing and playing is great, except you have an accompaniment.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to sing and play different parts.
Okay.
Oh, God.
So Mary, why don't you sing along with the bottom line then,
Okay.
and then this way there's at least 2
My
parts to
voice
then.
is a little deeper than yours, Karen.
Yeah.
All right, so just start from the measure of God, except so like measure 20, except we won't sing it. We're taking it from the top of page 38. Let us each love one another, for we're lovers, there is God, and in grace as a sister brother, for we're lovers, there is God. Heal our hurting, lift our spirits, cease our cold, contentious ways. Spread the grace of love unending, for where love is, there is God. Alleluia, 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 praise the Lord. Alleluia, alleluia, for where love is, there is God. There is God.
I thought that was good.
Yeah, here we
I
go.
thought that was good.
So if you are, if it is only
Couple of
one
spots
male,
after.
yeah, that's fine. If it's all on
If there's only
YouTube.
one man, I'll sing.
If there's only one man, sing with them. Just sing their part. Yeah, and then
A
Adela
couple
will be
places where it
here.
overlaps with alto, or the melody rather.
Yeah, and I'm almost positive Jerry said that he would.
Yeah,
be
Jerry
here.
did say he would come
Yeah.
back.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll be fine.
That sounds
So
fine.
when are we first singing this?
Sunday.
Sunday.
This
Sunday.
Karen, you want
10:30?
to go
Yes, to
That would be
the
nice.
Yes. And I'm singing at 5.
You told me October what, 12th or whatever?
No, the 3rd.
Next, this coming Sunday.
this Sunday
Oh,
already.
okay,
Can
well,
believe
I'll be ready.
You have the schedule, right?
Yeah,
I
I
can't
got
believe
it.
we're into October. Oh my goodness. You know what? It's
September.
getting
That's what,
darker.
10:30?
That's the only thing about
Yeah.
what's
All right.
going on.
So
I mean,
while we're on this subject of Sunday, there's one change. I know, shocker.
Where?
The opening hymn is what we have on here. Come Holy Ghost, number 240 in the cranium. Not rehearsing it. We all know that one. Offertory is 360.
Where are you looking?
Here.
In the street of
So you have this sheet.
Oh, okay.
It's on the back of that.
Okay.
Yeah. So the offertory is number 360. The gift of finest sweet. We all know that.
You
as
should just
well.
have it drilled in your head at this point, Mary.
Yes. And the recessional number 327 is Lift High the Cross. The communion hymn is not 355.
No, but I like
Well,
it.
like this better.
But I like this
So
one.
we're doing Dear Angel Ever at My Side, which is out of the St. Gregory hymnal. Here you go. You want to pass this
No,
out?
I want to do this one.
Well, Angela, you can't always get what you want.
We can.
I want it that way.
You can't always get what you want.
That's sorry. Thank you.
One, only
Oh,
one.
I'm sorry, Mary. I'm taking yours too.
Can't be greedy.
So let's go through it. We do this at the Latin Mass often.
Oh, I need
You know what, that's
one.
what it is, I have it in the Latin music.
Yes.
It's in the Gregory. It's just
It's
Karen.
in the St. Gregory.
Karen ripped off the number because she didn't want us to use the Gregory.
No, I didn't. By mistake, I had something else in the printer, so when I made the first copy, it printed out with this big thing on the right. They're not gonna wanna see this. Now it looks like I ate the side of the pizza.
Karen just got hungry.
I did.
She was watching too much Great British Bake Off or something.
Yes.
Okay, are we going through this right now?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's just take maybe 2 verses just to make
Yeah.
sure.
Are these verses the same as the ones in the
They
bulletin?
are because I hand typed them on the hand.
Okay.
Well, there might be typos, but I did send them. It's very sweet. The words are sweet. All right,
Yeah.
that's that. Now, also, for everybody, I'll send a reminder during the week, but Johnny was nice enough to remind us that next Tuesday is the Rosary Rally in church, so we won't be able to have rehearsal.
Okay.
And, you know, we were toying around about maybe just having rehearsal in the hall, but then you can't come to the Rosary Rally, so I'd rather you do that. So, while we're here then, let's just go through the hymns for next Sunday,
Okay.
which the opening hymn is,
240. Come Holy Ghost.
no, that's this weekend.
Isn't it this? Oh, next weekend. I think. Sorry.
449, When Morning Gilds the Skies, and I know you're gonna be like, I didn't know that.
That sounds familiar.
You do
I
know.
know that one. Yes, you're right.
What number is that?
449, do you wanna just go through one verse of it?
Yeah.
You're not singing it in my key.
I'm actually playing,
When morning gilds the skies, my heart awaking cries, may Jesus Christ be praised, alike at work and prayer, to
perfect timing. We'll go through the anthem one more
Alright,
time
that's
also. Let's do 354, Turn Your Eyes Upon Jesus.
354.
And these are all in the sheet too.
Yeah, but
Wait, we have a sheet that, like,
Yeah.
what do you mean?
I know we have the anthems listed.
Yeah, it's right behind it.
Yeah, there it is.
It has who the cantor is, the anthem, and the hymns for that day.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got it.
Good job.
Sorry.
You good? We're on October 10th.
We just, I gave you a thank you because you mentioned about Rosary Rally next week, so we're going through the hymns for next weekend.
Okay.
354 in the prayer book is where we're at.
So, I'm sorry, going back to October, you said the opening was not?
No, the opening is right. The only thing that's not is 355, the communion hymn.
The
That's
communion.
going to be the Dear Angel Ever at Your Side.
And I am going to stamp my feet.
I like that hymn also.
I do. Especially like they do you know the Hollow app? It's like this Catholic app, yeah. During Lent that was in there. And it was like super a cappella with like all 4 or 8 heart. It was really
You know
nice.
what is also one of my favorites is listening to Sting sing the Angel Gabriel. He plays
Really?
the guitar and sings it. It's like it touches me.
Christmas is coming up. My students have already asked for Christmas music. Anyway, we're in the Black Book number 354. Those days are behind us. Those days are behind us. Black hymnal number.
Oh, thank God. All right, so I'll give you a little introduction. I think we might have sung this once, but it's not difficult, and we'll see how we do.
O soul, are you weary and troubled? No light in the darkness you see. There's light
rehearse next week, so I just wanna run through the hymns.
I'm on the wrong page, I'm sorry. I'm like, that's not what's written. I'm sorry, continue.
Lead us, Heavenly Father, lead us o'er the world's tempestuous seas. Guide us, keep us, feed us, for we have no help but Thee. Yet possessing every blessing, if our God, our Father be.
Yeah, that's easy.
And then one more, let's just go through the recessional 695.
I'll have the right hymn open the day after. I have Salt of the Earth on my 695.
That's probably because I don't, yeah.
Salt of the earth, that's
Yeah.
695.
Well, which, it's 694,
690.
which means probably now the bulletin's gonna be wrong.
Did you
That's
think it would be
blessings.
right?
Maybe I'll get fired if I keep trying.
It doesn't work.
No.
They just keep adding years
They
onto you.
do.
You'll never be able to retire.
No, you got to be here until you're 98 years old.
I don't think so.
Hey, do you know,
I feel like I'm thinking.
actually in 2 months, I don't know if anybody knows, Janine Smith, her mom is going to be on November 27th, triple digits.
No way.
Wow.
Yes, her
really?
name is Connie.
I know her.
Yeah, Connie's going to be 100 years
No
old.
way.
Wow.
That's insane.
I know on that weekend, I'm going to a party.
Crashing one.
No, I know the family. They're going to
Please,
invite me.
All right.
Sorry.
Okay.
I got to do what I got to do.
We all know this tune, I promise. I'm gonna start doing na 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 hey ya.
No.
God's blessing sends us forth, strengthened for our task on earth, refreshed in soul and renewed in mind. May God with us remain, through us the Spirit reign, that Christ be known to all mankind.
Okay? All right. Now, let's go back since Johnny is here and just run through the anthem one more
Yes.
time. It's in the 12th book.
Page
So
36.
it's you and Johnny, Frank. You won't be me, I know.
Yes.
What are you talking about? Being what?
Oh, before you came, Mary was singing along with Frank, but now that you're here, we have the two gentlemen. This is your reminder to project, please.
Yeah, Angela's gonna, throughout the entire
I know.
weekend, it's going to be
You have to stand to be
louder, louder, louder,
Oh.
louder.
She'll be gone.
So loud that I'm like, softer.
Well, it's better to have too much and pull back than too little and need more.
Yes.
So, just
So
saying.
that's been our problem, is
Yeah,
our volume is
consistently.
not good. So we have to-
Johnny, if you look on YouTube when not now obviously, but like when it's uploaded and whatnot.
Last week, did you post anything over on YouTube?
Yes,
Yeah,
You did.
yes.
it's on the link.
But rehearsal wasn't on it though.
Rehearsal wasn't on it?
I mean, the
The
breathing.
warm-up.
Oh, the warm-up,
warm-up
yeah.
wasn't, yeah. Because the other stuff was, yeah.
She'll send you the link.
Yeah, I'll send you the link directly.
Yes, send me the
Um,
link.
yeah.
Lately.
That's fine. I'll just resend it to you.
Well, but this,
But,
you can watch the beginning. We did a lot of good warm-ups and a lot of good
Yeah.
volume. And
Yeah.
also, I don't think we rehearsed anything we missed at the beginning of practice,
No.
really. Just
No.
this, so we'll go through it now.
Right.
As I told you over on Sunday, I had a bad weekend, especially putting my dog down,
Yeah.
18 and a half years.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I was
What
at
kind of
work,
dog?
she was half Maltese, half Shih Tzu.
Oh, a little
And the
bit, they
deacon-
last long.
Text messaged me 2:30 in the afternoon on Friday. I lost it, where my boss had to console me because I lost it. That's 2:30 in the afternoon.
18 years is a long time for
18
one
years.
family member.
They're your
They're
family.
little
Yeah.
family members.
Yeah. All right, ready?
Ready, ma'am? 24, not 44.
For where love is, there is God. Come you poor, you weak or falter. For where love is, there is God. Song and scripture wed together, bound by faith in sacred word. Sharing peace and consolation, for where love is, there is God. Let us each love one another,
For where love is, there is God.
and embrace as a sister brother.
For where love is, there is God.
Heal our heartache, lift our spirits, seize our cold, contentious ways. Spread the peace of love unending, for where love is, there is God. Alleluia, 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 praise the Lord. Alleluia, alleluia, for where love is, there is God. There is God.
That'll be nice. That'll be really good.
Yep.
Lovely.
And that's what Sunday.
Sunday.
This is
10:30.
This Sunday and next Sunday.
October already.
I know. All right, John, you are the cantor on Sunday. Shall we go through your song?
I'm just looking at it.
I know, we all are. We can see it and just we'll
October
have it recorded.
140.
Oh, this is a good easy one. And our new songbooks are in. They just didn't. Yesterday, I texted Julie to make sure she ordered them because all of a sudden it's like season's over. So she did, and she said that she got an email back from them that they'll get it out as soon as they can, but there's shipping delays, there's like back orders. Well, they came today. She literally ordered them at like 3 o'clock yesterday. She texted me and she's like, so much for the delay, they're here. I go, who? She's like, the books. No way.
Okay.
All right,
Can Emily get one? She wanted to know.
yes.
Okay.
I'll send her one.
Never. Of course.
She said she thinks she gave you her 10 and a half and 12.
She gave me a lot of 10 and a half and
So
12.
she doesn't have one now.
I can give her, I have, well, actually, I put all the extras over here, so if it's okay with you, I'll give her back the ones that she had. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'll give
I
you.
don't have any 10, there's one I don't have. There's
No,
like-
she gave me like a
Oh.
stack of them.
Oh, those books?
Yeah, so
Oh,
I'll
alright.
just take
Alright,
one and give them to
all
her.
right.
She gave me a bin full of music.
Subtum. She
Subtum.
didn't have that. Subtum.
Oh, that's in the basil.
Yeah, but she can't get at it because it's been, it's behind some stuff and they're bringing
Oh,
furniture
okay.
in, so she couldn't get it, but she didn't know when she'd get to it.
Okay.
So,
If
Maybe
she,
you
if,
just email it to
yeah,
me.
I'll email her every.
yeah, and then
email
she'll
later.
be able to print it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. Anyway,
And
Right,
then,
John?
Yeah.
The other one.
I got
Mater,
You're gonna,
Maria
you're gonna say,
Monte
I know
Vitelli.
this one, listen.
the Genoveses.
I never heard this one in all my life.
Lies. Lies. In church, in front of Jesus. Before Christmas. Now sing it. Ready?
May the Lord bless us all the days of our life. May the Lord all the days of our lives.
So going further, Michelle wants to win a desk camp.
Yes.
So you'll come in and you sing Mega right along with everybody else. If you want, is that what you did, Angela?
I did it because it helped me audiate where my
Yes.
note was, because we start the same note that they're singing at that point. So
Okay.
I sang May the Lord.
Okay.
So you're right. So she started with us and then hopped up. So she went.
May the Lord bless our lives.
We'll try it again.
Mary, that
With
also
them
sounded
singing?
beautiful. Oh, sorry.
No, I mean, if they do it,
Yeah.
so this way I know when to come in, so when they do
No, we
it.
will. But do you want to rehearse it one more time?
Yeah,
Make sure you
definitely,
have it.
one more time.
All right, ready?
May the Lord bless our lives.
All right. Let's start one more time, John, and we'll do it. Let's coat everybody together with the response, and then we'll go into the verse. Okay?
May the Lord bless our lives.
Blessed are you.
Higher.
Blessed are you, O fear the Lord.
You're up higher.
I am.
Hear this note? Sing that.
Blessed,
That's it.
blessed are you, fear the Lord.
Down.
Who walk in his ways, for you shall eat the fruit of your handiwork. Blessed shall be and favored.
May the Lord bless our lives.
Your wife shall be like a fruitful vine in the recesses of your home. Your children like olive plants around your table.
May the Lord bless our lives.
Behold, thus is the man blessed who fears the Lord. The Lord bless you from Zion. May you see the prosperity of Jerusalem all the days of your
No, keep
life.
going. Keep going. We'll combine 3 and 4.
May you see your children's children. Peace be upon Israel.
May the Lord bless our lives.
Make a note of that, all right? On Sunday, we'll combine with, because this is just going to take too long.
You can do that alto, Mary, by the way.
That sounded really good.
Because
Mary.
I heard the alto the first time and I was like, that sounds so pretty.
All right, Johnny, we have good news for you.
And on this, May the Lord.
We're going
Yeah,
to
you can do
do,
the alto.
what did I put?
Only if you want to.
We're going back to that festival Hallelujah that Angela sang in the spring, but we're gonna have the choir as a
Well, Jerry's
whole
planning on
sing the verses. So you don't have to worry about learning the gospel acclamation. You'll have to learn it as a group. Here you go.
You don't have to worry about it on your own. We collectively.
And in this
That's
package
another
of
story.
music, all you have is the verse written out for this Sunday. Can you just, oh here, can you give those over there? For this Sunday, but we're working on the ones for the rest of the week.
Yeah, so when I go to school tomorrow, I'll have a better access to fix up the pages a little bit nicer, so. So page 3 that's stapled in here, at least on mine, I don't know if it's for everybody, should be the last page.
Page 3 should be the last.
Yeah, so it says page 7 on top, it should be the last.
Sorry, I had trouble.
How dare you? Okay,
So we're not going by the book anymore, we're going by,
Not for the gospel acclamation, we're using this one for now.
page 7 should be last.
All right. I have to remember.
Next week, not for Sunday, but next week you'll get a different copy that.
All right, so this is just.
So don't worry.
Okay,
I'll give you
so can we all learn the Alleluia and then can we all learn the melody before we put the
Yeah.
words to it? Because if you learn the melody, it's the same melody for everything. It's just different words. So
Yep.
if you learn it on a neutral
And as soon
syllable,
as we play it, you're like, I know that.
Yeah.
I remember this
I sang it for you all for weeks.
all summer or spring or whatever.
It's gotten to the point too where if you go to Monday night mass, Father, when I'm here, he asks me to sing and he won't let me sing the normal Alleluia anymore. No, I'm kidding. If I wanted to, I could, but he likes the festival, so I sing the festival for Monday nights. Now, if you'll look while Karen's getting set up, we're only going to learn the melody for this week, but as we get more comfortable with it, if you look on the second page, there's 4-part harmonies and there's descants and stuff like that. So just something for you guys to look forward to and to be aware of. Once this is in your system, once you know the melody and you have that down pat, we'll start adding stuff.
It's gonna be so exciting.
is this gonna be difficult?
No, you know this. Watch. As soon as I play
It looks more complicated than it
does.
is.
It's so easy, and we're doing it as a group. That's why we thought it would be easy.
Do you want me to sing it for them so they can hear
Angela
it?
is going to sing the Alleluia straight through, and then just do the verse, and then
Okay.
go back. All right.
Okay,
Don't repeat we'll just do the Alleluia once.
okay, that's
and go
fine.
into the verse.
You can go after. I'm good. This is the verse. If we love one another, God remains in us, and His love is brought to perfection in us. Alleluia, alleluia, alleluia. Alleluia, alleluia, alleluia. Sorry, I messed around with the lyrics for a little bit. I was singing a different one that I messed around with, but that was okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna sing this then over on Sunday?
We're all gonna do it.
We're all doing it together as a group.
Okay.
Are we all also intoning it, or is Johnny
I
intoning
think,
it?
it's up to you, John. Do you want to intone the Alleluia part? Or do you want us to all do it together? You want to try it? It's not hard. Want to try it?
I have no idea right now.
Or, you know what? Let's practice it
Okay.
all as a group. Maybe then after you feel
Mhm.
comfortable, maybe you'll want to try it then. But let's just learn it as a group.
I agree. So yeah, just through the Alleluia, I guess.
So let's just go through the Alleluia.
Alleluia, alleluia, alleluia. Alleluia, alleluia, there's really only 5 measures that you're learning because 2 of them are the same.
Yeah.
And then even then the last measure is almost the same, it just goes to a different place.
All right, I'll give the introduction and then we'll just go into the Alleluia and then we'll stop.
Sounds good. Yeah, you all have
Okay.
that.
Yes.
Right.
So that's when we intone it for the people. All right? If you turn to the second page, you'll notice that I think this is one part that is simple enough, and I think we could just add the alto and soprano part on that one,
Sorry.
the 4th measure, that extra Alleluia that's put in there. So see, this is what we've all been singing. Measure 2, measure 3, and then here's the 4th, it adds this. Mary, it'll be easy for you because you're on that F. You see what I'm saying?
What is it?
This is the last measure of
last
page
measure.
3.
So you're going, Alleluia, Alleluia. See that?
No, wait a minute.
Point to her.
Right here, but it's not the last measure, because I break off down here.
Oh,
the
so we're
third
saying
one.
stay
1,
unison
2.
to here.
Well, you want unison
Stay
till
unison
there?
to here, and this is the only.
Oh, unless you
harmony that
wanted
we're
to
doing.
sing.
No, I was saying that it split off, and you said the last one.
Well, I
so-
just thought because, I don't want to be jamming this down your throat.
Yeah, we'll add the other alto stuff later.
All right?
When it's not being rushed.
So let's just sing that one line, Mary, and we'll stop after that extra part.
Play that again. Hallelujah.
No.
No.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Yeah. We'll start over.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Okay? Sopranos, your part right above her is. So here's how it would sound from the beginning of the line.
Are we singing?
Yeah, you can.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
All right? Let's put them both, let's do it all together from the beginning until, that whole page there, and you guys just sing that, and we'll just sing our unison part. All right?
Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
I thought we were starting from the very beginning. That's my fault. Okay.
No.
I was like, that's a long way to start.
No.
But I thought we were in the beginning.
No, the beginning of the page.
Oh.
Okay, so top of the page.
Okay, got it.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Okay, now moving on to the next page, to make it easier, I play a measure and a half kind of, but instead of going up to that high F, I am going to hold the F that starts with your verse, with the verse you're gonna sing. So I'm gonna go, so here's the last Alleluia. Then I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's your note. Okay? That's the note where the verse starts. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Bits and
So-
pieces?
Yeah, I would prefer them to learn it without the words because if they can get the melody, everything else is gonna be fine. So up until the first comma, so at what is the F above remains in us on the second page would be the first phrase. So she's gonna play for you that introduction, and this is just what the first measure and a half sounds like. Now you guys are gonna sing it. Ready?
Oh.
One, two. Gentlemen, you look lost.
I thought it was just women.
Everybody, this is all the same now. So this is the verse.
Choir optional.
We will do choir optional at a later date. So this is just
Choir
the
is
cantor.
never optional.
So at this point, we are all the cantors. So you're only looking at the top line for the next 3 pages.
All right, let's start back to where we were there, Angela.
Sounds good. And we're singing on do. Do, 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 do. Yeah.
Do it again.
Do, 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 do.
Should we move on?
Yeah, let's move on. So the next phrase is you're gonna start on that same F. Yeah, so just start at the beginning of the measure. Do, 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 do. Yeah. So it's almost. So you have that same first interval, and then it kind of goes off in a different direction.
All
All right, let's try it. Sorry, that's my fault. Okay.
I'm playing that measure down there. Like,
Okay, yeah.
You did on the first page.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Yeah, let's everybody try it. Yeah.
All
You want
right.
to try it all together?
Yeah,
Yes,
let's try
Okay.
to
do
start
that,
it.
yeah.
I'm just gonna start with the on the bottom of that third page. Wait, are we all in the same spot?
Where it says page 7?
No,
No.
that should be the last page. So we're on the page that looks like this.
Looks like it's one right after it,
That's that
The next
page
page
that's
where
left.
words start, right there.
So we're starting with if we love one another?
Yes. Except we're not gonna sing those words just yet. We're still singing on do. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Try the words. Yeah.
Sounds good to me. If we love one another, remains in. That was totally my fault. Other should be on the
If we
same
love
one.
another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in us, right?
No, that was totally
So
my
it
fault. I
should
misread it.
go, if we love one another, God remains in us. Right?
If we love one another, God remains in us, and His love is brought to perfection in us.
Okay. Okay. All right.
If we love one another, God remains in us, Sounds good.
With the L from the beginning?
From the very beginning.
So-
Page 1 is unison, and it's just us intoning it. The second page, the congregation is gonna come in. All right, and then we're gonna eventually have that down in parts. And then the verses, and then we go back to the top.
Sopranos, altos, remember that second Alleluia is only on the second page.
Yeah.
Alleluia, alleluia, alleluia. Alleluia, alleluia, alleluia. Alleluia, alleluia, alleluia. Alleluia, alleluia, alleluia. If we love one another, God remains in us, and His love is brought to perfection in us. Alleluia, 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 alleluia.
Okay?
That's not okay.
It's fine. It's good.
Okay.
Alright, no, it's good, and you know, at this point, we're gonna get to where you're not even gonna need these first two pages, you're
Yeah,
just
no.
gonna need the.
I was
first
conducting
page,
off of the verse.
And hopefully they won't be on such spread out papers, but be rushed and trying to get this done in one day. So that's that.
On
Actually,
sheets going forward, I'm not going to include your accompaniment on the
Okay.
verses just because it'll condense.
Yeah,
I can
do
put it
like
onto
we
one
did.
page.
You remember how we did it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I wonder if we should just go through the acclamation for the following week.
Yeah, let's do it. Oh, I didn't print it out though.
No, I know. It's blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
Blessed are
What is
blessed
that
are
one
the
for?
poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. I actually don't even go down.
You don't even have to do, so here are the words to that weekend after we won't have rehearsal. If you open up your book to page 143,
Yeah.
that's the verse. And we're just gonna fit it into what we just did. So don't look at those notes.
So yeah,
Okay.
don't look at this. So it's gonna be the exact same thing, except instead of starting on the F, we're gonna start on the A because there's not enough words for a pickup. So it'll just be, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of
Yeah,
heaven.
now we don't have to do that.
Yeah. And we're not gonna go down to the note at the end of that because there's no reason to with just a heaven. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
Try over time, just to get it, make sure we have it.
Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
Alright?
That's why that's why I said if you learn it without the lyrics, it's the same melody, so you'll have the melody and you'll be able to use it for anything.
Yeah, just insert words. Yep. Okay, anything else anybody felt like they wanted to go over?
So we're not gonna go over then, the cantor for that week, just the.
That's
acclamation?
Adela. What is this
We
one?
could go
Just so
over
I know, because if
Oh,
we're
just
not
so
gonna,
you have the.
if I come up and sing, I won't
Yeah.
feel like I don't know, and I won't sing, and I'll feel awkward.
Let's just go through a verse or two. Angela, can you sing see
Yes.
that one? 142 we're on?
Actually, that 142 is, I believe, at 10:30 mass is actually mine.
Yes, it's
which
Greek.
I'll be,
The 5 o'clock mass.
no.
No.
No, I'm saying
Greece.
it's I know, but right, and that
The choir will
weekend-
be at the 5.
the choir
Yeah,
will be at
but
the
Johnny,
5.
I understand what you're saying. If you want, you can intone it this way. You get practice just in case.
Yeah,
Yeah, just in case, as
Yeah.
I said,
and
her
also,
back, it
Yeah.
is not so good.
so you're aware, Deacon John McGrath's friend Eric passed away. We had his Latin Requiem Mass a couple weeks ago, but one of his favorite songs is You Raise Me Up. And their neighbor down in Whiting plays the flute, and she's gonna come up. They're doing we couldn't do You Raise Me Up at the Latin Mass.
That was
So we're gonna do that, on that day. So if you wanted to look at that in between now and then, if you wanted to sing along with Angela, you don't have to. I'm just saying if you'd like to, we could talk about that.
Yeah.
All right? But let's do the song. That's not right. That's not right. Yeah, let's see what.
Okay.
Fill us with your love, O Lord, and we will sing for joy. Fill us with your love,
No, do the verse part, because I don't think Johnny had it.
Okay.
Let's do the verse part.
Fill us with your love, O Lord, and we will sing for joy.
All right, now the descant. Try it.
Fill us with your love, O Lord, and we will sing for joy.
No, you were right. I did that on purpose because there's the divide. So if you go up, I'll go down.
Okay. There you go.
All right. We'll try it again.
Sure.
Fill us with your love, O Lord, and we will sing for joy.
Everyone.
Fill us with your love, O Lord, and we will sing for joy.
Except I think everybody sang the descant there.
Yeah.
Everybody sang the descant.
Thanks,
Well,
Angela.
you're all sopranos.
There you go. Hey, you sang soprano.
We didn't even charge you extra for this upgrade.
All right. What I'll do is.
Well,
I'm
no,
gonna-
I think
let's
if
do
we
it
do
again.
it, like if I play it, Johnny sings it, then we do the refrain.
Okay, let's try it that way.
Let's act like we're actually doing this.
Okay.
Fill us with your love, O Lord. We will sing.
He wants to be a soprano now.
I know, that's it, he's refusing to sing, he just
Now
went
he's
out.
like that.
He's out of the closet now, he's a soprano.
All right, I'll do that again.
Okay. Johnny, would you like me to sing with
When
you? Do you want me to sing with you? Because I'm gonna give you the point if you want.
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't know. I'm just out of it. Fill us with your love, O Lord, and we will sing for joy.
Fill us with your love, O Lord, and we will sing for joy.
Teach us to number our days of right. You know what? play it first
Yeah.
before I make a
Yeah.
total idiot of.
No, you're
No.
not
Of
making video of
myself.
yours, not.
This one's a different one anyway. It's not.
Yeah,
It's not
so
one that we
listen.
normally do.
Angela, sing through one
Oh.
line.
Teach us to number our days aright, that we may gain wisdom of heart. Return, O Lord, how long? Have pity on your servants.
We'll try it.
Yeah. Teach us the number of days aright, that we may gain wisdom of heart. Return, O Lord, how long? Have pity on your servants.
Response?
Fill us with your love, O Lord, and we will sing for joy.
Fill us at daybreak with your kindness, that we may shout for joy and gladness all of our days. Make us glad for the days when you afflicted us, for the years when we saw evil.
Fill us with your love, O Lord, and we will sing for joy.
Let your work be
Lower.
Let your work be seen by your servants, and your glory by their children. May the gracious care of the Lord our God be ours. Prosper the work of our hands.
No, that's a tricky one.
Holy
So
fuck.
if you notice, it's gonna go, prosper the work of our hands for us, prosper the work of our hands. See how it's like a long extended sentence? Try it again.
Prosper the work of our
No, keep going.
Prosper the work of our hands for us. Prosper the work of our hands.
Go back up to the second line of number 3, and we'll just do that one again. And may the gracious care of the Lord.
And may the gracious care of the Lord our God be ours. Prosper the works of our hands. I cannot get this. Holy
Here.
fuck.
So listen to this, listen to
imagine
this.
that prosper the is up on the, you see how it's prosper the work of our hands for us, prosper the, that's all one note. Prosper the work of our hands for us, prosper the work of our hands. It's just that it's down below, so it makes it look like you're supposed to do something different. Sing it, Angela. Sing the bottom of the
Yeah.
second part of 3.
Maybe I'm just tired.
Just go, do it slowly.
Yeah.
Prosper the work
Is that the
of-
end?
And may the gracious care
Oh,
of the
okay.
Lord. Just go from the top to the bottom.
And may the gracious care of the Lord our God be ours. Prosper the work of our hands for us. Prosper the work of our hands.
So all of that is on the F.
So that whole first line, that whole thing is practically on the one note. Prosper the work of our hands for us, prosper the are all the same note.
So it's all the same.
We're gonna make it so that you can sing this in your sleep, by the way.
So just one more time, because you'll be like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, after a
No,
while.
no, just one more time.
One more, and then it's on YouTube. So if you want, you can come back and you
You can
can.
come back, and Mario's going to post it also. I'm not going to start at the beginning up on the spirit. We'll just do that prosper the work of our hands for us. Stay on the same note. I'm going to tell you to stop. All right? Prosper the work of our hands for us. Prosper the stop. See, that's where it's all the same. Prosper the work of our hands for us. Prosper the work of our hands.
Yeah, that's it.
Got it? Yeah, that was cool.
Prosper the work
Of our hands for us, prosper the work of our hands.
Yep.
You got it.
I'm tired.
You're tired.
Tired.
You're tired.
Good one.
You had it.
Sound good.
Yeah, you had it.
Sound good.
I got people calling me. My boss, listen to
Don't
this.
talk about anybody because we're on YouTube.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the only, really quickly before you say that, just so that YouTube has it. The only announcements to make are no rehearsal next week because of the Rosary Rally. Enjoy the Rosary Rally. We are singing this Sunday at 10:30 Latin choir. I think there's one for Latin choir here, and Adela too. She'll be online. Latin choir is at 8:45. Be here no later than 8:30 if you're in the Latin choir. English choir, get here by like 10:15 or so. I don't care. You're normally here on time anyway.
You're on the bell ring.
Yeah. Remember to pray for Peggy as she goes into surgery too. We'll pray in just a little bit though. Are there any other choir announcements before I end YouTube?
Well, I've been communicating with Emily all week long. She sends updates. I don't know if you're on Facebook. She's also been posting some stuff on Facebook.
Yeah, how's Tim doing?
Is getting very cranky, which is a positive sign.
Okay.
Because he clearly wants to be out of the hospital.
Okay.
He's not liking the food. He's bored with the TV, so he wants to get out of there. And they said that everything's progressing to the point where he will be soon, but
Okay,
they
very
don't want to let him go until he's really ready. So she said that luckily Brendan had given them an oxygen meter.
Oh yeah, that's not bad.
So they were monitoring that, and if they hadn't had that, they really wouldn't have known how bad his breathing was. And that would, because he's diabetic, that would have been tragic. So they were able to respond pretty quickly knowing that was what was going on, so that was good.
Mhm.
That was good.
Yeah. All right, that's good then. No more choir announcements. We will pray for everybody. Bye YouTube.